Yeah, the number one deck in Marvel Snap right now, post Infinite, is this cool Monstro Skaar Techno Organic Virus deck, which I have to say I'm pretty happy to see this sort of deck taking the number one spot, and pretty firmly taking the number one spot too, by the way. Like, really strong cube rate on this, actually super high win rate as well, because this is one of those decks that's just about kind of big dumb numbers. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything cheesy or crazy. I mean, yeah, we've seen a lot of Techno Organic Virus, but at the same time, it's like really straightforward. Like Shadow King, you know, technically one tech card in here, but it doesn't feel like that's too abusive or anything silly. And then it's really just like, hey, I've got these giant dudes and I'm trying to discount them a bunch, you know, making big bodies with Techno Organic Virus, sometimes pushing even stuff like Monstro up to 10, cheating out of Sasquatch, Techno pushing Fisk up to 10, Starbrand's 10. That makes your Skaar super cheap. Sometimes that Monstro hits a Skaar or a Sasquatch, gets played super early. Of course, you got Shadowlands Daredevil scaling up. You got big base bodies like Lizard getting hit by that Techno Organic Virus. Even Tarantula in the mix here, which I am sort of surprised this card has made the cut, but I'm also glad. And I was expecting to be disappointed by this one, but like, yeah, it felt totally fine. Sometimes, you know, this scales a couple points itself, adds, you know, 3 or 4 extra points in hand that you actually manage to get into play, and he feels like a nice solid commitment for a 2-cost card. So I think this one is definitely swappable. I'm sure if you had a different 2-drop, you could swap it in and probably wouldn't even notice, but at the same time, like, he felt totally fine with me. So I actually really like these decks a lot. You just get points down early, and sometimes opponents just cannot catch up. Or especially right now, you know, sometimes opponents are just playing really hard into the meta and like running a bunch of tech stuff and weird stuff and counter stuff, and it's like they're just sacrificing so many points doing that you just go over the top. I will say I did not play a single Scorpion deck today. Played 10 games with this one, or maybe I think I played actually 11 games. I don't know, 10 games looks like. Didn't see a single Scorpion deck, so I can't really tell you how this fares against Scorpion super well, but you do have the Shadow King to maybe be a little bit of a reset there if you can kind of work around that. You don't have a Luke Cage or anything, so like you are still susceptible at large, but I don't know. It's still the number one deck right now since the Scorpion patch. So even with all the Scorpions out there, this still fares well enough. Like, maybe you lose those games from time to time, but you know, you do so well against everything else that your win rate still holds up. So the data definitely self-evident on that one. It's working well despite the new card. So all in all, I think it's pretty cool, man. Like, a little sick of Techno, but at the same time, this does some fun stuff with Monstro, Skaar, Sasquatch that feels like a big dude stack, and I like that a lot. So enjoy the fun big dude action in this video. Okay, Monstro, show me that Sasquatch top deck. Well, not now, but for next turn, I mean. Give me that 2-cost Mastro. I think it animates if you can see it. I mean, Krakoa seems totally nuts for us. Nidavellir also potentially quite good for our Skaar, so I'm not going to turn those off. Those both have crazy upsides. I am going to tempo a Scarlet Witch. Elysium's pretty cool too, man. So I think Starbrand Krakoa has to happen. Like, that's just way too obvious and cool. Hopefully we don't hit the Techno Organic Virus, because that would be really sad. Oh my god, we can also go Monstro mid here for the Skaar discount. That's beautiful. That almost certainly enables Wilson Fisk as well. Don't hit, well, we can't hit Techno. We know we're hitting Sasquatch. It's guaranteed. I don't know why I'm talking about it like it's not a solved equation here. We know what we're getting. Thank you, Monstro. So that's great. We're going to have a 21 power Sasquatch. We're going to have a free Skaar, it seems. We'll play Wilson mid. We don't have a way to turn off Starbrand, but hopefully we can just power through it anyway, you know, with the crazy numbers we have. We don't have like the most bodies ever to go mid, but probably enough. I mean, just like Wilson, Shadow King likely gives you a pretty great contest there already. Grapple Arrow, much smaller Krakoa. That's gonna hit Shadow King, which is fine. He resets himself anyway, so actually probably the best possible target to hit. So Starbrand for +10. Hood is like, no, I just gave this -3. How dare you? You've ruined all my plans. So Skaar down to 2, like we said, soon to be 0. Not that I even really think we need him to be 0 for the record. But but he will be. You probably play Sasquatch next turn. The only thing I hate about that is that you do kind of have to pre-commit your points. So maybe you actually just go like Skaar Shadow King next turn. Will there be any good places to play a Shadow King? Oh my god, bro. Well, I don't expect it to be a Galactus deck, I guess. But that is a crazy play, right? I mean, is it weird to do this, though? Like, just in case? You know what I mean? Like, just in case? Just in case something goes wild. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, they can't play, like, Tombstone Galactus or anything, but, you know, I don't really need to play anything else anyway this turn. Maybe it's fine. Shadow King's like decent there, but not as good. Like, you know, just go up plus 11. Like, that's actually a crazy amount of work for them to overcome, right? I think they're just gonna think that one's free, and it's like, oh crap, I gotta win right still? Are you kidding me? That's a monster Sasquatch. Okay. Void, maybe they were sacking it anyway. I mean, normally you're thinking about Nihilus. Maybe with the magic they were kind of thinking, hey, I'm going to I guess they had Elysium. They could have technically played Tombstone Galactus, eh? I guess so, man. I guess so. So that's actually a pretty good Shadow King spot. But I think we can just wait. We can literally play anything we draw next turn. Like, we're not in a hurry here. I don't think they're turning off the Limbo. That would be actually so sick. There's the Annihilate. So they're destroying their negative points. They are going to contest right like this, right? They're going to go... they're gonna go up. If I get a Techno though, I can, oh baby. I don't know if they're gonna expect this. They might not expect the flip right because of the Techno turning off the Starbrand, right? It'll flip to a tie. The problem is, like, we're kind of even mid. Like, the Shadow King is a, he's gonna reset the Tarantula buffs too, right? So he's really just he's kind of a 7-point play. Like, I wonder if you're better off putting the Skaar there, because he's ultimately still just a bigger play, you know? Like, I think left feels more secure with Techno. You know, this is 6 points bigger. We're down by 3, and we're adding, you know, a plus 10 net advantage here, which actually Tarantula might make it even more. I think this is probably safer. Ooh, actually, looks like we would have been okay anyway. I think Wave was exactly the right size based on what we... It really did have the Galactus in there. I wonder if there's the Tombstone. This looks a lot like that Galactus Tombstone deck I played, doesn't it? It seems like it to me. Yeah, I think it might have been. Oh, I also forgot Starbrand is hitting mid too. That would have also... Yeah, Shadow King was definitely fine mid then. I think it's still fine to play the Skaar. Like we said, it's just safer that way. But indeed, we even flip back right. Yeah, that was a cool game. Did I have Daredevil on that list? I mean, we just played like the good deck, right? I don't think I made that list. I don't remember. No, I don't think it had a Nihilus. I don't think that was an Nihilus deck at all. This is their own thing, maybe. It's cool. I really like it a lot. I don't know if there's a Tombstone in there, but that would have explained the hood line, maybe. You go Daredevil over Tarantula, guys. Oh, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe, yeah. It's like Tarantula's technically worth +3 per turn. Daredevil's worth +2 max per turn, but it also, you know, just of course depends if they match the Tarantula or not. I'm gonna go Tarantula, man. Tarantula, man. Tarantula's the right call. Let's go. We're pumped. Hey, extra Daredevil 2 is actually really cool, I think. I mean, I maybe don't love having that many demons in the deck necessarily, but I also don't think I totally hate it, especially if I had actually hit one now, it would have been even better. I think for curve reasons, you just do this, and you can just go Lizard Techno next turn for Raft, and you're really good at Raft in particular because the Techno doesn't lock you out. This is kind of perfect. Like, yeah, we missed one Daredevil, but like I said, I don't know if I want that many demons. I'll play it eventually, but... Either opponent is going hard on these debris right now. They are so full of rocks. It's kind of scary, isn't it? They may also finish Raft here, but at least we match. We get a bad 6-drop, by the way. You can kind of re-roll it on Tarnax, which is nice. I don't know if Shadow King's going to be great. It would be scary mid because their debris would go up and my Daredevil would go down mostly. Helicarrier's a good roll, actually. That's fine with me. Hood... And some kind of shuffler here, a skill or something here. Yeah, once in future. That's pretty nice. They have a ton of flexibility here. So I'm turning off my Tarantula, right? But it's fine. He served his purpose. He got some points. Stardust. Does that affect left? No, I think transforms dodge left, right? I don't think they care. I also think I just don't need it at all. I don't think it matters in the slightest. Ooh, Eitri is pretty sweet, actually. I think left is going to hold no matter what, so I don't think I have to stress about that. I am wondering if it's better to play Techno or not right now, or maybe you just turn off Tarnax for emergency avoidance here. Eitri, I can still buff these next turns. I think that's fine. You can do it pre-Techno too, so you finish on a Techno mid. I mean, this is just a lot of numbers, man. Like, remember, right is going to 27, but then actually 30. I'm saying I think 30 is pretty much always safe, so I'm fine loading up the Eitri here. I don't think that's a overcommitment or anything. Because frankly, I'm still contesting other locations. Like left is, we're going to be, as far as we know, pulling ahead left. So of course they have a random 6 drop we don't know about, but Misery for them and Bolts of Balthek. Now I will say Bolts is pretty spooky. That's kind of scary. Can we get another big hit here? We're pretty much always drawing a demon, right? It's just, oh my god, we actually had Wilson. Let's go. Okay, so Eitri draws again. I think you probably just go Techno, and then I guess you just dump these guys. Like, Shadow King's resetting himself, but that's okay. Techno's really big mid, we're really big right. Yeah, man, I think this is totally fine. I think you probably even have a chance at winning left here. You're just adding, 13. You're down 5, but 8 points is honestly a pretty big swing. And I just don't know what they're what are they doing? What are they up to, right? A bunch of Merlin skills, but beyond that, we haven't seen anything that scary, right? It's just like, they're a deck that's kind of sneaky, and we're a deck that's just points. We just spew out numbers. And sometimes the numbers are just unbeatable, I think, on these decks. It's just early tempo numbers. That said, let's see if they got anything sneaky going on. I don't know. We're giant mid. We're giant right. Just 30 hold, 32 mid. Shadow King, Fisk might even hold, like we said. Agamotto into images actually creates a tie right. That is insane. We win by 2 left, and we win by 1 million mid. So actually the tie right is not a problem, yeah. Actually nuts, they went for the tie there. I wonder if they thought that was a win and they forgot about the Techno, or if they just knew they were taking a tie, or alternatively just didn't have a better choice. I don't know. Like, it just, they were behind a bit there. Did they play their 6 drop? Am I crazy? All right, Daredevil on 2 is beautiful. I don't really think we give them Feast if we don't have to, do we? Seems not right. Starbrand mid would be a cool setup. Ooh, do you ever have to take this Monstro discount? Maybe, yeah. I'm just thinking about Techno Organic Virus here, right? It's really, really cool. And if you get Monster to 10 off Techno as well, you're really happy. So we're drawing Sasquatch. We know. So Shadowlands Daredevil's fine. Superflow means Daredevil Lizard is fine. Lizard also a good target mid with Starbrand. So I think you throw the Daredevil left. I mean, the opponent's gonna have so much freaking energy. They have a bigger deck than us, so we might actually be in trouble. Our deck is definitely one that's trying to play within the normal confines of energy because, we have like discounts and stuff. Some decks are really limited by energy and have a lot more depth to play that energy into. So they can benefit way more if we're not careful, right? Especially if I'm drawing stuff like demons or whatever. Super Giant, I mean, not a crazy problem. I mean, I just have a million things to do here. If you go Starbrand mid now, you kind of miss out on your opportunity to Techno Organic Virus, right? So I think you just play like Sasquatch left and call it a day. Again, I feel like a Super Giant deck is going to be so much better with less energy than I am, but maybe we just turn off Superflow because, like, I don't know. I don't want to give them even more. Super Giant mid, I mean, God knows what that is. They had so much energy, it could be darn near anything. I mean, this is insane. Okay, now we just need to top deck Skaar. Although, honestly, even with Skaar, I'm not going to have, like, the best turns, but maybe just mid and right hold. Maybe even just left with Techno holds, too. You don't really want to play Shadow King, though, so that kind of sucks. I guess you can go Shadow King mid just to fill in. Would Shadow King left be worth it? I really doubt it. Seems impossibly unlikely to be worth it. Skaar would really be the dream here, though, man. Fisk is also probably pretty chill. Fisk for the opponent as well. Okay, so there's a super giant Fisk deck. I really don't know what those normally run, to be honest. Fisk for ourselves, okay. Yeah, I think you just go Fisk Techno here, right? There's no reason to Shadow King this that I can see. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. This is really big. They just don't have that much stuff down. Like, I just tempoed 100 times harder here, but I guess we'll see. I don't think one card ever covers right, does it? What are they expecting this to be? Oh, I gotta remember to play around Negasonic better. I don't think I did. I'm still gonna win right, but I just didn't play around it very well. Wakandan Embassy irrelevant. Maximus totally irrelevant so far, but I'm guessing maybe Ronin is mid, which I don't think that's gonna be big enough still. I gotta remember to play around Negasonic, because we saw the Super Giant. I totally forgot. It just, like you can see, it just doesn't even matter though. It's almost like I'm showboating. Victory. Like, yeah, I don't even need my bigger cards to beat you. Yeah, yeah, just tempo, man. There you go. I will always frame my mistakes as gloating, and that's the way to do it, right? That's how it goes. All right, Tarnax 4. Does Tarantula want to go there? I don't know. Right now he's not good. Bar Sinister. I'm just gonna throw a Tarantula in, man. Let's see what you got, Tarantula. Show me what you got. Master Mold. Oh, does that turn off their Merlin? Not quite yet, but it could create some awkwardness with both Clea and Merlin, right? They might be struggling a little bit there, I guess. Yeah, we'll go Starbrand. Good for Skaar, even if we don't hit Techno. Man, I haven't played a Techno deck either in a long time. I'm such a hipster. I like all these cards better when they weren't good, right? When these cards get good, I don't want to play them anymore. I'm such a hipster, man. It's so funny how much of a hipster I am. It's actually cute. Scarlet Witch. I think I'm probably a little more favored on Bar Sinister, is my guess. I really wish this Monstro was going to 10 instead of 9. I mean, well, assuming it goes even to that, I don't know yet, but... Omniversal, wow. Okay, oh, killing, but we're turning it right back off, which I think is good news, because I would otherwise not have enough points here, right? We are going to win Rocket Pad, so that's good. Kiln denied. It is Onslaught's Citadel. Okay, so that's good news. That's not Starbrand, I guess. Merlin again, Sasquatch here. If you go Sasquatch, you've got a pretty darn cheap Skaar. I'm just wondering if you can get away with this though and get just a free Skaar. I don't know that the free Skaar is like super amazing, but I don't know. Shadow King Right looks like kind of interesting right now. I'm wondering if they happen to have a cannonball or not. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Sasquatch is pretty good. I don't know. I think it's worth a shot, maybe. They're already down basically by 8, right? So it's really like they need, you know, like 13 power cards or something, right? Like, is that even the right number? Yeah, 13 exactly. Yeah, to go to 45. 13 times 3 would be 39 plus 6. Yeah, man, I'm good at math sometimes, guys. It's like sometimes I'm terrible, sometimes it's just like boom, I'm genius. Kind of a disappointing final draw, I guess. I mean, it's fine. Shadow King, I mean, I'm losing 2 points, but they're losing at least 3. I mean, it's barely a net gain, but I'm saying maybe it's fine. We're just covering across 3 locations here, right? I don't know what that Jane's about, by the way. Like, what is that doing? I have no idea. No, no cannonball. I mean, no card mid at all. So, I mean, if left is holding, I mean... Oh, God, yeah. What a flat finish here for the opponent. Man, they just kind of didn't really do anything, did they? Hey, E3 on 1 is a good start for Tarantula. I was like, well, I was doubting Tarantula. It's kind of silly to doubt, you know, the best deck in the game. Like, the data's there. It's self-evident that it's working, right? But at the same time, but to be honest, I was still kind of doubting Tarantula a little bit. Like, is he really worth it or not? But, you know, he's been all right. I've been pleasantly surprised by the dude, to be honest. Sauron Thaddeus. Dude, I'm playing some cool decks today. I don't know what it is, but people got some sick decks today out here, man. Wilson, let's load him up left already. I don't know, Wilson, man, I'm just thinking about like Technos already, where they want to go. I don't know. I think Ninja's a fine card to oh, dude, it's a nightmare deck. This is so sick. I've been playing so many cool decks today, man. Of course, the one day I'm playing like the boring deck of the week when I spotlight the latest #1 deck is the day I'm getting all the freaking sick decks from my opponents, man. Yeah, let's just keep supporting the Tarantula here as best we can. I think this early Sasquatch is totally fine. Typhoid Mary, but what is she really? She is a fantastic R. Okay, so not like a great result, but at the same time, fine, you know, totally fine. So Techno here, I don't know. I mean, like, I think you kind of sort of technically prefer more bodies for the Techno, but like, we got to turn off the Star Brand, and I might as well do it now. I think playing a Scarlet Witch would be okay. Perhaps Titan is good to turn off. I don't know. Opponent is emoting a lot. What's this infant on? That is so sick, dog. If I'm gonna lose, this is gonna be my first loss with this deck. Let me tell you right now, if I'm gonna lose a freaking game, dude, if I'm gonna lose a freaking game, this is the way to do it, dog. This is so sick. This is so sick, dude. Oh, I love this guy, dude. I'm emoting in a nice way. This is so freaking sick, dude. I cannot win, right? It's literally impossible. That is, I've never even pulled this off myself, man. God dang, what an insane hit for this guy. Head pulls nothing. Throw. God dang it, dude. I needed Borrow No Name to save this game. Throne Room definitely doesn't. That is so sick, dude. My first loss, and it's my favorite loss ever, dude. Oh, that is so sick. I don't know, like, what's a good emote that's like a nice emote? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to emote, and like, I think this bros emote is my favorite one. I don't know. Bro, that is so sick. Naka, congrats, man. That's a highlight for the ages. I almost want to put that game first. I probably can't, but I almost want to, man. That was sick. Really, really cool. All right, man, I don't really think I played Daredevil much since his reveal, release, whatever. I like Daredevil pretty well, though. I think this card's kind of cool and old school. Do you go Tarantula first? I mean, I don't know. I think you went Daredevil down first, right? It's potentially got some good high rolls. It does maybe make Monstro worse on average, I guess, but you know, he's +2 per turn. This is also +3 per turn, right? But like the +3 doesn't always connect, right? So it's like, well, is it really +3? It's like Daredevil taking forever to animate here. I was like, what the heck is he doing? Monstro, Daredevil's a really strong spot. Yeah, Luke Cage for the opponent. They might just be playing a Affliction deck themselves, right? Might just be getting out ahead of the Affliction opponents with Luke Cage. Magic makes me think they're playing an Affliction deck. Okay. So, I mean, Super Scroll is just an insane hit, right? But they know I got the Super Scroll, so like, are they gonna actually, you know what I mean? Like, also we can just turn off Limbo as well with Scarlet Witch. I mean, Tarantula, like, I'm surprised he makes the cut in this deck, to be honest, but I don't know. Whoa, Atuma, what the heck? Okay, not what I thought. Atuma is a really cool tech card, though, against Affliction decks. So maybe that's what this is actually about. Maybe, dude, that is such a sick tech card against Affliction decks. Honestly, man, that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Oh my god, that's actually so baller. We don't currently have the Starbrand turnoff, so I don't know if we can go for a Starbrand here. I no longer think either that the opponent is a I don't think they're an Affliction deck anymore. I think they're just teching against Affliction decks. That's my guess. Atuma means my Tarantula's not hitting, but oh bro, whoa, maybe it's actually a oh, they're destroying that Venom that they just Bro, what are they cooking here? That's spicy. Dude, I don't even know. I'm like really sad to play this Scarlet Witch because that seemed pretty baller. Like technically you're kind of supposed to play in Rickety Bridge, right? Yeah, it's actually fine. We should, because they may not play there yet, particularly because of Limbo. Like, they may just think it's not important yet. I hate winning this game off the Scarlet Witch like this, but I guess it's fine. It's gonna win, so. Null, yeah, dude, that's sick. We could have copied that Null, too, with a Super Scroll. I don't know what their deck is exactly, man. Null, Super Scroll. I just don't know, man. Really cool. I wish we'd gotten to see more of that. I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna lose and, you know, throw the Scarlet Witch here, but at the same time, like, man, I don't know. I would have liked to see more of that. Tony, if you're out there, tell us what your deck is. We all want to know, Tony. That was really cool, man. Something different. That's anytime I see something different, I'm excited. Okay, we love King Atri, yeah. Monstro, come on, dude. All the good Monstro hits are in hand already, so we're cooked. I mean, I guess Wilson's okay. Man, imagine we show the Wilson, but it's this turn. How miserable would that be? No, okay, good. Yeah, Itri's got to wait for Daredevil, I suppose. This is a pretty tough start right now, man. This is the worst start I've had so far. Faster Than Light is the opponent. That's a great video game, by the way. FTL is so fun. Haven't played it in forever, but I remember it being super fun. Murder World is not a big loss for them, I'm sure. Mosh Pit, we could do some cool stuff with Shadow King on that. Also just thinking about Tempo Shadow King here to get some points, you know? Maybe they play the Chavez card first. Nope. It was worth a try at least, I guess. I don't know, man. None of these are like getting up into Scar range. Monstro would if I'd saved it for Monstro, I guess. Maybe that's a better line. Just in case the Monstro becomes playable. Alas. I mean, like, technically, currently, Tarantula hits, but you don't really expect that to hold. Sasquatch is going to cost 4 next turn, which is, it's fine. It's not good. Yeah, Tarantula's not. Actually, Tarantula is going to hold. Uh-oh. Sasquatch gone. Oh, no. Misery gone. What is the opponent's deck? Some kind of crazy Fastos Destroy Angel deck. Like, that's cool. Monster, how cheap are you, bud? 5. I mean... technically worth, but indeed I'm really wishing I had saved a spot right. I mean, I don't know, I've gained a lot of points out of it, so in theory, but I just don't have a good Scar. I mean, it's literally not even a playable Scar. That's the issue, right? I just literally can't play it all. Starbrand's an insane hit, but you don't really expect to hold. Don't have to expect to hold. Okay. I mean, you just don't expect to hold mid, really. It's 6 points, probably, right? I guess you probably expect 7 points, but that seems so doable. Opponent is doing some kind of crazy, like, hand buff deck, which I think they probably had stuff like an M'Baku and an Angel and a bunch of hand deck buffs, which is actually really cool. That sounds super fun, if that's indeed what they were doing. All right, turn 2, Tarantula. I trust you. Do you ever play Lizard first? No, you don't. You play Tarantula and you just dream and you believe. Opponent passes. They're a Storm deck. That's what you do. Then you hit Wilson, Krakoa, and you're over the moon. Uh-oh. That's all we need, baby. Ties count. That's all we need. Let's go. Big time Tarantula hit. Wilson's definitely gonna hold. All right, Daredevil Lizard's pretty great. I wonder if there's ever a word where you play that Daredevil in Black Vortex, though. I don't know. I could see it. Like, how many more good targets do I have, you know? Oh my god, Scar, dude. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think it's better. Lizard, sure, yeah. I'm just thinking, like, where does Shadow King want to go? I don't know. Eventually, it might want to hit a Human Torch, which, by the way, what the heck? Is this just an Arishem deck? Like, what is going on? Not an Arishem deck. Dagger and Torch together, I feel like, is not a combo I see often. What's that Dagger doing in there, guys? We got Giganto, which is a great hit, by the way. Opponent got Arnim Zola, which... I don't know, not like inherently a ton of points, but can they utilize 2 torches in a cool way, right? Maybe becomes a ton of points. I don't know. Starbrand Techno could be pretty sweet, actually. Maybe you don't do the tarantula, huh? I don't think you do the tarantula. Like, tarantula's not great there, but he's also not like hurting us. I think he's fine. This puts you at pretty great Skaar, of course. And like we said, Shadow King maybe hits the torches. It kind of sucks when Shadow King catches the tarantula buffs, but what can you do? Oh, bro, why this whole time? Dude, I'm so stupid. You guys probably think I'm so insane. This whole time I thought this was Dazzler, not Dagger, dude. You probably think I'm so like, what's he talking about? You don't see these with torch commonly. Absolute moron, dude. I do have priority, but remember, these move first. Absolute moron. Tarantula, by the way, again, like, it actually really sucks to play all of this into negative zone, but at the same time, I also think it's kind of free. Is there any world where you do this for some reason? Like, I'm thinking about, like, if they move it and play a Heimdall, right? Maybe it's more actually of a threat mid than it is left. Is 22 enough to, like, beat a dagger if they don't move the dagger? She would just gain, like, +4, yeah. What if they left a torch and a dagger? Like, what if they left this 8 power torch? I'm gonna go to 16. I don't know. Maybe you can't risk that. I mean, for the record, I don't even think you have to play the Shadow King. I don't even really know if it's doing anything. It's probably hurting you more than it's helping you. But maybe it's just like it debuffs the torches in case of like a Heimdall is all I'm thinking about. I don't know, man. This is probably fine. I just don't even literally know the name of the cards. It does look like it might be Heimdall. I'm really thinking I should have played that Skaar left. I did play the Skaar left. I'm a genius. Okay. I'm so smart, dude. Yeah, it is Heimdall. And yeah, we covered the torch, I think, right? He is big, but not big enough. Yeah, we actually just big brained this because I totally knew the name of the card the whole time. And indeed, like, the Shadow King held and the Tarantula even wins you right after the flip, huh? That's pretty cool. Only got a miss minutes emote out of that, man, but I don't know. I feel like we played that pretty cool. I don't know. They had a cool little double torch they got sort of lucky on. Now we're getting Mr. Sinister fist bumps. I think they had a cool game. This is a cool, weird deck. I thought this was Dazzler literally the whole game. Oh, what an idiot. Literally just, they both start with DA. They honestly, the word dagger and dazzler look exactly the same. Like, let's be real, right? A double letter in the middle. They're both blondes that wear white outfits, right? Like, look at Dazzler's, like, look at her base. They're basically the same. Well, Dazzler doesn't really wear a blue outfit in her base art. She wears a blue outfit in her base art. But there's like versions of Dazzler that practically look exactly like Dagger. Like, give me a break, dude. Come on. Like, this is basically the same. This is the same card. Like, come on. They should not make two drop ladies that both have blonde hair and white outfits. I can't be expected to know these differences, okay?